Okay, today we are going to look at networking. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so today we are going to look at chapter 4, that is Introduction to Networking and Telecommunications. Can someone read for me this part here, which begins with networking and telecommunications? Overview of networking and telecommunications. Anyone who can read
Which
for
page?
us? Overview of network and telecommunications.
Overview.
Can you see what is on the screen?
Yes.
You read what is on the screen.
Networking and telecommunications are critical components of modern information technology systems. They enable the exchange of data and communication across different devices, systems, and locations. Understanding these components is essential for IT professionals as they form the backbone of how information is transmitted, processed, and managed in today's digital world.
Okay, so when we talk of networking, we see in the digital world today, we see that computers are connecting, phones are connecting, the various gadgets are connecting. But what is connecting them behind the curtains is networking, which way it can be wired, it can also be wireless at the same time. So if we think we are going to use information technology, we should understand the concepts behind networking, behind how data flows from one point to another. Because we see you send a message, it reaches immediately, but what is behind it? So what is behind it is what we call networking. And network is a collection of interconnected devices. Now, when we talk of devices, we mean things like the phones, not only computers. Sometimes when we talk of a network, people think of computers. Okay. But we are saying network is a collection of interconnected devices such as computers, servers, and routers that communicate with each other to share resources and data. So the major goal of networking is to do what? What is the goal of networking? What is the major goal of networking?
To enable the exchange of data
So,
and communication.
so we are basically about sharing resources. Okay, sharing resources. You have seen some organizations when there are so many people, but they are using one printer to print. So many people, they are sharing the same internet. So basically, networking we do it to share the resources. Instead of buying a printer for each and every person, you can network and you have one printer to serve everybody. Instead of buying a modem for internet for everybody, you can network and you have one. Recently, I gave you a Google Sheet, which everybody could fill at his own time or her own time. Although people messed it up, but still that is networking. We can share the same sheet, everybody works on it at the same time. So networks can be classified based on their size, structure, and purpose. So depending on what a network is going to do, we are going to classify them as we go down in terms of size, structure, and purpose. Okay, so types of networking, we have what we call the local area network. That now we are classifying them according to their types. So we have local area network, and that is briefed as LAN. So a LAN covers a small geographical area, like when you go to the computer lab, that is a small geographical area. So that one is a LAN inside the computer lab. Usually a LAN is just inside the building or inside the room, just a small area. When computers are in one area and they are networked, we refer it to as a LAN, like in Lab F. When you go there, you have a LAN. So like a single building, co-campus, it is commonly used to connect personal computers, printers, and other devices within an organization. That is a LAN. But we can have so many LANs. You can have so many LANs, like if we say at a campus there, you can go to lab C, there's a LAN there. There are computers which are networked. When you go to schools there, there are also computers which are networked in those labs. So you can have different LANs. But also we have what we call a wide area network, which is a WAN. Wide area network. So a WAN spans a large geographical area, such as a city, country, or even globally. So when we talk of a LAN, basically we are talking of internet. And sorry, a WAN. When we talk of a WAN, we are talking of the internet. That is wide area network. So a WAN spans a large geographical area. When you go outside globally, when computers connect globally, like you're in Uganda, you connect to America and so on, then there you are speaking of a WAN, which is internet. So the internet is the largest example of a WAN. Internet is just an abbreviation. It has inter and net. So it is just an abbreviation which stands for international networks. So many networks across the world come together to form one network, which is called internet. So internet is an abbreviation of international networks. Then we have what we call metropolitan area network. You can also abbreviate it as MAN, metropolitan. So it's larger than a LAN, but smaller than a WAN. So geographically, like you can say you are connecting computers in Entebbe town. That is you are creating what we call a MAN. A MAN is not as big as a wide area network and is not as small as a LAN, but it's in between. It's just a small area like a city or like a campus. Like for example, if you connect all the labs at Nkumba University and you connect them into one network, then you form what is called a MAN. Sometimes, if it is just a campus, it can also be called a CAN, which is a campus area network. If it is just a campus like Nkumba campus, that one can be a campus area network. Then we have also what we call a PAN, that is a personal area network. A personal area network is a small network for personal devices, like in your home. When you are seated in your room, you can do tethering, and your brothers or your sisters or your uncle picks from your internet. Sometimes we use even Bluetooth. So that is called a personal area network, abbreviated as a PAN. So we have seen 4 types. There is a LAN, a WAN, a MAN, and a PAN. Each has a different area it covers. Any questions so far? Anyone with a question? Should I continue? Everything is okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir, continue.
Then we go to the types of, network topologies. Now, when we talk of topology, we simply mean how computers are arranged.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay. You mentioned earlier that we can connect two more computers to access one information. Maybe I have told to connect this computer to access one information. How can I do that?
Yeah. Now that one is which course are you doing?
I am doing this.
So if you are doing BIST, you'll come across a full course unit. You have a full semester. Here I'm just introducing you to networking. But if you are doing BIST, you have a full course unit which is called data communication and networking. It's a full course unit, full semester. There you will learn how computers connect using IP addresses, the configurations, and so on. So sometimes the computer may fail to connect because of a poor IP addressing system. So here I don't go into those. but we just talk about, I'm just introducing you to it. But you have a full semester on that of configuration, how we configure them to using IP addressing. Is that fine?
Yes, okay.
Okay. So network topology, we simply look at how computers are arranged in a network. Okay. Like when you go to your room in lab F there, how do you arrange your computers in a network? So we have different arrangements. The first arrangement is called the bus topology. Now, bus topology, all devices share a single communication line. It looks like a bus. So there's one line and computers come on top of it. I can give you an example of national water. Now, when national water can have one pipe from Gaba to Kampala, if Gaba is the source of water, so they are going to have one pipe which moves from Gaba to Kampala. But along the way, when someone in Kansanga says, I need water, they are going to come and tap on that line. When someone in Kavagara says, I need water, they are going to tap on that line. When someone in Zambia needs water, they are going to come and tap on that line. But the line for it, it has water, it's still going. So if you need the water, you just come and tap on that line. Okay? So that is what we call the bus topology. So we can have one cable, but every computer that needs a network just comes and taps on that cable, just comes and taps on that cable. But as you see, that bus topology has issues. Okay, actually, that was the first. It was the first networking, but it got issues. You can go and read about the history of networking, how it started. Networking started by, women at times they want very much to see what is happening in their husband's computers or phones. So network started by a woman. It's not really cool. Yes. So good morning. Morning. You tell him we go. Okay. Friendly. So a network started by a woman who wanted to check the husband's phone. Sorry, husband's laptop. But eventually she succeeded. You can go and read about it. So the first topology was a bus topology. Then they went to the star topology. Then there's ring topology, there's mesh topology, and hybrid. But I want you more to read about the star topology, which we use today. If you go to the internet and you put in star topology. So all devices are connected on a central hub. That is a star topology. So you can go and read about it. You have the notes. You can Google and see how it works. Here we are just introducing these terms. Then we have what we call network topologies. These are just languages. Like each one of you is speaking a different language. So also over the network, there's a language which you can speak, and that is called a network protocol. So languages computer on a network understand. My friend asked a question, I talked of the IP addressing. So that is a language. And here we have what we call the TCP IP, Transmission Control Protocol. That is Internet Protocol, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. So computers over the internet, they use the TCP IP, Internet Control Protocol. So my friend was asking how they connect. That is a protocol which they use to connect. So it is a fundamental communication protocol for the internet and most networks. TCP/IP governs how data is packetized, addressed, transmitted, and received. So I hope I'm answering your question, but we are not going into details of it because some people here, they are not going into that. We have another protocol, which is a hypertext transfer protocol. Then we have a file transfer protocol for moving files. Some of you send files like attachment on your email. So they use a protocol which is called file transfer protocol. Then we have the simple mail transfer protocol, which we use to read our emails. Okay, any question on that? If there is none, I continue. Just give me 2 minutes, I come back. Anyone who has a question? Or we continue?
Mr. Kauma,
Yes, please.
is this the HPPT you told us that the scammers use to send links?
Yes, definitely. So actually, when you see a link which begins with HTTP, avoid to click on it. It is mostly used by the scammers. But when a link has HTTPS, that one is okay. S stands for secure. Okay. Especially when you are going to deal with these websites which are to fill in your bank details, to send money, and so on. So always make sure it has that S on it. S means it has a security certificate and it means it's not easily hacked by hackers. But usually the HTTP, these are links. Any link which begins with HTTP, better avoid it because most of those links are scammers. They use them to steal data from your phones. However, even the scammers have gone ahead today to add the secure to pretend as if it is secure, yet it's not. So just be careful. Okay. Any other question? So I'm not going to go into the telecom communication concepts for one reason. I don't want now to confuse terms, but still under this networking, we shall have a physical lecture. Let me see, hopefully next week. We shall have a physical lecture and we look at how physically these computers can connect and these cables. But I want you to go and read about the following gadgets which you use to in the networking or connecting these computers. You can write them down and write them down. So after this lecture, you go, the things are there on Google. So the first one is a router. You should know what is a router and what does it do in networking. That is a router. Then a switch. What is a switch and what does it do in networking? What is a switch and what does it do in networking? Then what is the difference between a switch and a router? What is the difference between a switch and a router? Then a hub. Hub is H-U-B, hub. The network hub. What is a network hub? Network hub. Then the difference between a hub and a switch. What is the difference between a hub and a switch? Okay. Again, what is the use of IP addresses in networking? What is the use of IP addressing in networking? The use of IP addressing in networking. Another thing which you are going to read about is the difference between wireless networking and wired networking. What is the difference between a wireless network and a wired network? All these things are available on Google. They're available on Google. Then, what is the difference between a Wi-Fi and a hotspot? The difference between a Wi-Fi and a hotspot. What is the difference between a Wi-Fi and a hotspot? Finished? Okay. Now I'm going to take you something very important. which you need in your work as you do your work, as you do your research. So can you see my screen? Can you see my
Yes.
screen?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can go to, the way we can get work, you can go to Google. Now I'm going to warn you, what I'm going to show you is a robot which can help you in your academics, okay? But you should not
Yes.
do copy and paste. Just use it to understand, okay? Just use it to understand and enlarge on your knowledge and do more research, but don't just do copy and paste. So just go to Google and put their chat GPT. Some of you have heard of it. Just put their chat GPT. So there are so many that will come, but what we need is this one down here. So this one down here, which is called Chat GPT. So you click on it. Now for me, it takes me already because I'm already using it. I'm logged in. But those who are using it for the very first time, it is going to tell you to sign up to create an account. And when you sign up, it is going to, you have an option to use your Gmail account. You can use your Gmail account, then you log in. Now, when you log in, you come to such a screen, and which says, what are you looking, what are you working on? So ask anything, okay? You can also ask, you can also dictate and it works. But for example, I want the difference between Wi-Fi and hotspot. So I'll type what is the difference between Wi-Fi and hotspot. Okay. So after I'll click on that button there, where I can press the enter on the keyboard, and it is going to. Now, the danger is for you, the students. The danger is to see what they have given you, and then you highlight, then you copy, and then you paste in Microsoft Word, and you give the lecturer. We shall cross you. Okay? We shall do what? We shall cross you. So what we need is for you to go and get this. Now you can see a class. I have information technology. I think you are over 200 students. Now, if all of you, the 200 students, give me the same answer. So what we want you to do is go get that answer from ChatGPT. Take time, read. Like I say, Wi-Fi or wireless fidelity is a wireless networking technology that allows devices, phones, and so on. Now, can you put this in your own words? Or can you go to Google? So after ChatGPT has given you, you can also go to Google, okay? You can go to Google. You can go to Google. Also, you put wireless. So you put Wi-Fi, okay? Meaning, hope you can see my Google screen. Can you see
Yes,
my
we can
Google?
see it. Yes.
Okay, so you go to Google, so you put Wi-Fi meaning. So Google also is going to give you different definitions of Wi-Fi, okay? Google will also give you various definitions, so many of them. So you read, okay? You can also go to Google Scholar. You can also go to Google Scholar. All of these websites are there for you to use. There's Google Scholar. You can also go to Google Scholar and you search about Wi-Fi. Okay, Wi-Fi technology. So there are also so many. Now you compare what ChatGPT gave you with these other so you look at what ChatGPT gave you, you look at what Google has given you, you look at what Google Scholar has given you. So out of all of those, you get out your own understanding and you write in your own English. So normally a lecturer, when he's reading, he can tell the English of a student. The lecturer can tell the English of a student. He can also at the same time tell the English of a robot. Okay? So that is why when you send your work, lecturers are going to tell you, this is ChatGPT work. Go and do it again. And when you look at ChatGPT, it stresses its points by making them bold. It also puts its points with these dotted points. Okay? However, you can also tell ChatGPT now, like it is talking of wireless fidelity. You can tell it, I have not. You can chat it like as if you're chatting with a person. So you can say, I have not understood what you mean by wireless fidelity. So you can tell it, I have not understood what you mean by wireless fidelity. This is wireless. So can you explain more about it? So you are chatting with it as if you are chatting with a human person. So it says wireless fidelity. Okay, so I have not understood what you mean by wireless fidelity. Can you explain more? So I do that. So it's going to say you have caught something important. So it goes ahead to explain what wireless fidelity means. Okay, so don't leave any concept ununderstood. Just look at this as if this is a lecturer in front of you. Okay, so this doesn't work only for my course unit information technology. All the course units they have given you, say the lecturer has given you a handout. Okay, sorry, a handout or a course outline. Okay, use this as a study material. Don't use it for copy and paste. Okay, hope I'm clear. Because when you use it for copy and paste, the lecturer will know. But you go, make ChatGPT your lecturer, put in a concept, if you have not understood, tell it to explain you more. It will explain you more. I can even tell it to give me an image. Can you make for me an image of Wi-Fi? Or I can just say make for me an image of Wi-Fi connection. So it is going to it will draw an image of a Wi-Fi connection. As you can see, the image will take long, but it will eventually draw it. So any questions so far? As it is drawing the image, anyone who has a question? So even if it is accounting, even if it is what, you can go there, but don't do copy and paste because I showed you, then you start going, they have given me coursework, last moment I go to ChatGPT, they are going to cross you, okay? Last semester, I crossed one student and out of that, I gave the student 2 out of that. And student came to me and said, sir, but this work is from ChatGPT, how can you say it is wrong? Okay, so already you have confessed that you have done malpractice, which is not allowed in the exam. So let us be very careful. Let us use these tools to help us understand more the concepts. Okay, don't just go rush, copy, paste, because they have given me coursework, I don't have time, so I just rush, I do copy and paste. So as you can see, it has given me an image of a Wi-Fi connection. Okay. I just want to end here for now and use the rest of the time to look for the questions which I have given you. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Google, and make notes of those questions. Make notes, okay? It is not coursework, but it is for your own study. Never know, you might find it somewhere. It is not a coursework, okay? It is just for your own study.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine.
Mm.
I'm sorry I came in late,
Yes.
but I would like to know what you have said we do exactly.
What I have said.
Yeah, like are we making notes about Wi-Fi?
Don't worry, I have recorded this video. You access it from my YouTube channel and you listen to it very well and you'll get everything which I have said. Everything
Okay,
has been
thank you.
recorded. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. Just go there, listen to it, you'll get everything which you have missed. Any other question? Seems someone wants to ask a question. Yes, ask, but your network is not clear.
Sir, I am asking about the coursework for IT. Are we supposed to use that very project you had put on the first page of the handout we got from
Which course are you doing?
the other stationery bureau?
Which course are you doing?
I'm doing
Sorry? You are doing what? She has disappeared. So those of SIAD, I gave you a different question and you have it. Okay, those of SIAD. Then those of BEAST, I also told you to look for any organization of your choice.
IT, rather SC.
Sorry? Your network. So I said those of BEAST, look for any organization of your choice. Okay? And look for a problem they have in information technology. Either they have information technology or they don't have. If they don't have, identify and then write a project to see how they can get information technology to help them improve. Or if they have already, write a project to see how they can improve on what they have already. So it's you look for what you an organization of your choice. Is that okay? For CRD students,
Yes.
yours is different. I gave it to you already. You can go to your class coordinator, she has it. Or it's in the group already. Any other?
So you said we can consult you.
Yeah, you can, no problem. But I'm not going to do
How?
for you the work. How? Are you a student?
Because you said you don't want WhatsApp messages and finding your school is a bit hard.
Just in a meeting.
Yeah, just in 5 minutes, I'm going to. Sorry, so you're asking what?
You said we can consult you, but you said WhatsApp is not okay. We can't just text you like that. But
Of course.
finding your school is also a bit hard.
What is hard? Don't you have airtime to call? Why do you call me on
Yeah.
WhatsApp as if you buy for me data? You
Okay.
put on airtime and you call and you tell me this is the issue, then we talk. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Have you called my phone and I have refused to pick it? But WhatsApp messages, unless I have told you to text me on WhatsApp. If I have not told you, don't text because I will not even reply the message.
I can be having data, but without airtime.
Okay. May I have told you? We shall talk more about those WhatsApp issues as we go ahead. We have a session on social media. We shall talk more about it. Okay, any other? Some people are posting in the chat room here. I don't know what they are saying. Can someone please pardon me on the first question? I have told you the video is recorded. What you missed, you'll get it. Which days do you come to school? Check the timetable. Send us the YouTube link. I will send. Which names do you use on YouTube? The names are Richard Kauma. So just go to YouTube and put the Richard Kauma. You'll get me. Let me put the names in the chat room. So those are the names. Richard Kauma. You'll get me. Any other question? Okay, I have to end here, and then I give you time to do research because I want you today when you have made notes on the things which you have said and you have understood them very well. Also, you can search more about the LAN, which we have said, search more about the meaning of the internet, what is the internet, those things, how it works, everything. Okay? Okay, I wish you a nice day.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
You have said that you pick up the calls, but for me, I have tried calling you several times. I receive no answer.
Because I don't sleep on my phone, you keep trying. You can't call me when I'm in a meeting and I pick. You can't call me when I'm driving and I pick. So you keep trying. If you call me now and I don't pick, you try later. It means I'm busy. I'm not always seated on the phone waiting for people's calls. I don't work in the call center. So if you call and I don't pick, you find some other time to call. Is that
Excuse me,
okay?
sir.
Yes?
About the notes, you want in both soft copy and hard copy.
I have not told you to send me anything. So it is for your own study. It's not coursework, it's not what. If you want, you study. If you don't want, you leave it. It's up to you. It is not a coursework. I don't want you to send me anything. It's for your own consumption. Any other?
No.
All right, have a nice day.
Okay, likewise. Thank you, sir.
Someone is saying the guy is rude. Yes, I'm rude because you are also rude. Garbage in, garbage out. I answer you as you say. Yeah. Sometimes you have to force people to understand.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
On the exercise the second exercise that you gave on question 1, the second part, you only told us to save, you didn't tell us to save the table anywhere. Can we save it anywhere? Or we can save the whole
The table, you have to save it in
folder.
that very work. It has to be within the work.
So we save them all in the duplicate.
All the work is in the same. You just follow the work as it flows. All
Okay.
the work is in the same file. If it is duplicate, then you
Thank you.
work into the duplicate. You just follow the questions as they follow.